Hello and welcome to the Answer Series Natural Sciences videos based on our study guides. In this video, we will look at what makes a planet and how Earth's position in the solar system is so perfect. Remember that there are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Mnemonic devices can be used as memorization techniques. This is where you use the first letter of each word to make up a story or phrase that you can remember easily. If we take the first letter of each planet's name and make a mnemonic to remember their sequence, it could be something like: my very educated mother just served us noodles. And you can make up your own mnemonic if you like, as long as it creates a mental picture for you that is easy to remember. To be classified as a planet, a celestial body must orbit a star, its sun. It must be large enough to have enough gravity to force it into a round shape, and it must have enough gravity to sweep up and clear any objects from its orbit. In other words, planets have no other objects in their orbits, which is why Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. Some planets like Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are visible in the night sky due to their size, composition, and ability to reflect the sun's light rays like a mirror. These planets may therefore easily be mistaken for stars and have been, in the case of Venus, which is often referred to as the morning and evening star. But stars can be distinguished from planets as follows. Stars will twinkle, but a planet shines with a fixed glow. Stars can emit their own light, whereas planets don't produce their own light, they merely reflect light that shines on them. Stars are also much bigger than planets. Think of our sun compared to the planets in our solar system. And stars will keep their position in the night sky, but planets will move around. Earth is the third planet from the sun and is perfectly located inside what is known as the habitable zone, or also known as the Goldilocks zone of our solar system. This means that it is positioned at just the right distance from the sun for water to remain in a liquid form on its surface. So just like baby bear's porridge in the Goldilocks fairy tale, our Earth is not too cold and not too warm. The gas giants are all too cold and they don't have solid surfaces to support life, whilst the other terrestrial planets are too close to the sun or their temperatures vary too much. So for life to exist on a planet, it requires enough oxygen, light, heat, and liquid water. And only a planet with these favorable conditions will be able to support life. So how does the Earth actually tick all these boxes? The Earth's distance from the sun provides it with the ideal temperature range, an average of 16 degrees Celsius, which is not too hot and not too cold. Because of this perfect temperature, water also occurs as a liquid, a gas, and a solid within Earth's temperature range. It's not too cold so that all the water is frozen and inaccessible, but it's also not too hot so that all the water evaporates. Earth also receives adequate sunlight for photosynthesis that forms the basis of food chains. And the Earth's atmosphere provides us with just enough oxygen for respiration to occur in living organisms. We have the perfect atmospheric composition of 21% oxygen, 0.04% CO2, 78% nitrogen, and a few other gases. There are also a few other factors that help Earth to support life, like the fact that our carbon dioxide levels are maintained through photosynthesis that removes carbon dioxide from the air. If the CO2 was allowed to accumulate, we would have what is known as a runaway greenhouse effect, and global warming would not just be something you read about in a scientific article. There is enough nitrogen in our atmosphere to produce proteins and support plant growth. That is the main thing we use nitrogen for, the production of proteins. And this is something that microorganisms and certain plants can do. There's also an ozone layer around our Earth that protects us from the sun's harmful UV rays. And the Earth is large enough to have just enough gravity to hold on to our atmosphere with all of these essential gases within it. Scientists are always on the lookout for other Earth-like planets. In 2014, the Kepler Space Telescope launched by NASA discovered the first Earth-sized planet in a potential habitable zone around another star. Its ideal location means that it may also have liquid water on its surface. This planet was named Kepler 186f, and this potential living planet is located about 500 light-years from Earth in another constellation called the Cygnus constellation, but it's also inside our Milky Way galaxy. The star to this planet is much cooler and redder than our Sun. So with Kepler 186f, it only receives about 32% of the light that our Earth receives from the Sun. So scientists hypothesize that if plant life does exist on Kepler 186f, it may be red in color due to the specific wavelengths emitted by its Sun. Since the discovery of Kepler 186f, many other Earth-like planets have been added to the list. But at the moment, we only have Earth to call home, so we better look after it as best we can. Key terminology for this video includes habitable zone. Check out the video description below for practice questions from our study guides. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to stay on top of the latest TAS news and launches. So that's it for now from the Answer Series, your key to exam success.